Hi everyone, it's Amy here from the blog I Think Therefore I Teach. Welcome to your next pop of ethics. This 5-minute summary will go over the application topic of business ethics for the OCR spec. Now I have a confession. This is about my 4th attempt. I am struggling immensely to cover this topic in 5 minutes. So fingers crossed I am successful this time, because I don't want to have to keep doing this video. So here we go. Let me set my timer and start. So the easiest way to deal with business ethics is to break it down into themes. So the first theme that you can discuss within business ethics is corporate social responsibility, or CSR. This is including shareholders and stakeholders. A shareholder is someone that has shares in that business. So they have invested money into that business. So they want that business to be successful in order for their shares to either maintain their value, but even better, for their value to go up. Businesses also have responsibility to their stakeholders. These are people that have something at stake if that business is not successful, for example. So you have internal stakeholders, which are the owners who want to make a profit. They're the lenders from the bank who want their money back, who invested money into that business to get it up and running. You have your employees who want to get paid. You also have external stakeholders, people like the community that want that money coming in, the workers to have jobs, and for the environment to not be contaminated. So they have a responsibility to maintain the environment as well that they're working in. Businesses also have a corporate social responsibility to their employers and employees. You need to make sure that you keep these employers and employees happy in order to have good timekeeping, in order for them to do a good job, in order for them not to be always ringing in sick or leaving, because this again causes money and disruption to that business. They also have a responsibility to the consumers, the buyers. You need to make sure that the product you are buying is safe, it meets certain standards, and that you are paying an adequate amount for what you are actually purchasing. And so what businesses often do, though, is that they, because of the really high standards of quality that are expected in this country, they actually take their manufacturing into other countries to save them money, and these are called sweatshops. So many companies use, especially big companies, use sweatshops to manufacture and make their items, because certain countries, look at the clothes you're wearing now, like Indonesia, Vietnam, they do not have the same standards that we have, our expectations. So you don't have to pay your workers sick pay, you don't have to have a minimum age of work or a minimum wage of work, and so they can keep the costs very low, so we can get low prices and good quality still, and the businesses still make lots and lots of money. One example though where this did not work was in, I think it was about 2014, the Rana Plaza in Bangladesh. The building was not structurally safe and it actually fell down. The workers were not allowed to leave because they were threatened they would lose their jobs if they did, so they had to keep working, and many of them died. This was because there are not strict regulations on using sweatshops, so companies can still get away with using unsafe facilities. And this also links in with globalization. Globalization is companies going global. This is the idea that this makes them more money. Think of McDonald's. McDonald's are on every street corner all over the world. You make more money if you become global. That is the dream. That is the aim of many businesses. And again, this has become easier because of the ways that you can now communicate with things like Zoom and Skype. Also, people's tastes have changed. So, for example, we want all year round produce. Therefore, you have to be in other countries to get those produce to us. So globalization is another area that you can discuss. The final thing that you could talk about are whistleblowers. Whistleblowers are employers or people that know about things that are happening behind the scenes that should not be happening, where ethics are not being followed. Karen Silkwood is a very good example of this. She worked in a plutonium power plant, a bit like Homer Simpson, and she found that what was happening was not ethical, that they were losing plutonium. Plutonium is used in nuclear weapons, and so she whistleblew on that company and she died suspiciously. But a whistleblower is now protected by the law. They can remain anonymous. I don't think that was my timer. No, I've still got a minute left. They can remain anonymous. but it's very, very hard to be a whistleblower because if you are known to be a whistleblower, you're then very hard to employ, because why would you employ a whistleblower, somebody that might actually say what's happening unethically? The other areas you might want to think about is, why are business actually ethical? Are they ethical because it's the right thing to do, like Dame Anita Roddick? She was the founder of Body Shop. She did not do animal testing, therefore it cost more money, the products were more expensive, but it was the right thing to do. Whereas Lord Alan Sugar says that actually businesses just use it as a hook. Are you the ethical one? Are you the cheap one? They hook people in. These are for external reasons. They want to look good rather than doing it for the right reasons. So when businesses have stopped using sweatshops, have they done it because it's the right thing to do to stop using sweatshops, or is it because they got caught? Panorama and many of these watchdog programs caught out Gap and Nike, for example, a few years ago, and so Gap and Nike stopped using these sweatshops and raised their standards, but was it because they got caught? Oh, I did better that time. Just as a very, very brief summary: corporate social responsibility, stakeholders, shareholders, responsibility to the consumers, the buyers, and to their employers, employees. You can talk about sweatshops and the use of sweatshops like the Rana Plaza. You can talk about whistleblowing like Karen Silkwood, and you can talk about the importance of globalization, both for businesses, but it does often take out these countries that have that are becoming global. So these countries, these small countries that they can't compete with big businesses, so they're losing the money because that money is keeping going out of their country, so they can't keep the money within their country to pick them out of poverty. So that's one of the drawbacks of globalization. You've got people like Anita Roddick and Lord Alan Sugar you can mention. I think the last tiny couple of bits that I would like to mention: the first one, check out the Ford Pinto case. This is where the regulations in this country were not strict and you did not have to declare when you found something wrong. So the Ford Pinto found a problem with the rear end of the car, that it found that if it was hit in a 20-mile-an-hour collision or more, the car would explode. They did not change this because it was cheaper to pay compensation for deaths or damages than it was to change every single car. So do check out that case. The other person that you could mention is Milton Friedman. He's very, very interesting. He very, very much promotes capitalism. The idea is that you should be able to make profit as long as it's not fraudulent or deceiving. You should be able to, in a business, go out of your way to make as much money as possible. So he's supporting this idea of capitalism rather than socialism, which is the idea of sharing it more and making it more equal amongst and distributing it more fairly. So Milton Friedman is a very, very good name to use as well. If you would like this in more detail or much, much slower, please do check out both the PowerPoint and the lockdown special I've done on business ethics, where I go over this in much more detail as well. And as I've said, go over it a little bit slower. But give me a thumbs up if you did like this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you get regular updates when I do upload new material. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye for now.